Hey, how y'all doing? We're back for another video. Y'all know so much doggone mess going on. This mess with Destiny and LB, child. Lord. We're gonna go and get this updated. And I told you guys I was gonna do a little bit of investigative work and get back to you guys. And here I am. Okay, let's get into it. All right. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. What's up, Empress Radio? Thanks for being in the building. Y'all check her out over there on her channel. She be having some good stuff over there. That's the homie. Thank you for being here. All right. So let's get into it. As you guys know, Labberik was arrested. Okay. Let me go ahead and pull up what that situation was with that. The charges, of course, did not stick because he was in and out. Okay. He was in and out. Let me pull this up right quick so that you guys can see with me. Okay. And I'm going to give y'all this update. And then we're going to get on out of here because her ass is fucking crazy. Destiny done lost her damn mind. She done lost her rabbit ass mind, as old people say. All right, let's get into it. As you guys can see coming up on my screen, already up. As you guys see, this is when Labberik got arrested, child. This is the info. Let's blow it up. I know it's a little blurry, but you guys bear with me, okay? That is him. That's his picture. Let me correct it because y'all try to read me last night. I was sipping on a little rum. I ain't gonna hold you. I was a little tired and I was sipping on a little rum, so I got the birthday a little wrong, baby, because my eyes was like this. All right, I meant to say 81. I said 51. It was like, bitch, she ain't 70 years old. But let me go ahead and correct that. All right, as you guys can see on my screen, November 23rd, 1981. Okay, not 51. I don't know what the fuck was going on with me last night. Anyway, so he was booked, as you guys can see, January the 19th of 2025, yesterday, and at 7:26 p.m. All right, he got out. It said release date, same date, 1/19/2025 at 8:43. So he was in and out. Okay. The charge that they were trying to get him for was domestic violence, third-degree harassment, or third harassment, or whatever. None of those charges stuck. As you guys can see, there's no bond amount for that as well. All right. So let's stop sharing. Let's stop sharing because let me give you guys what really happened. Okay. And this is straight from the source. All right. I promise this ain't no. All right. So let me tell y'all what happened. This is what happened. All right. So Destiny went and took out a warrant on Labberik. Okay. She trying to be like Mel out here. She want to be like Mel so bad. She went out here and took out a warrant on Labberik. All right. This earlier this week, as I said before. Now she set Labberik up to get arrested. All right. Apparently they had some type of argument and it did not get physical. So it sounded like she may have made up some shit and that could fall back on her. Now, this says that Destiny and Labberik met up at the police station to do an exchange for their son-in-law because of past issues, okay? Because of past issues. Now, this says the LB got in the car to get ready to leave. She called the police on him and they very shortly thereafter pulled him over in the car. All right, Destiny's son was in the car when this situation happened. So this is my thing. You always talking about, I have a son. You told Sonny when Sonny was going to expose this situation about the paternity test. I have a son. I would never do anything to expose my son and put him in harm's way. You don't think that was scary as fuck to see his father be taken out of the car and put handcuffs, have handcuffs put on him? I mean, girl, you don't think that would have scared your son? That is his father. So absolutely. So that's what happened with that. He was taken in. Of course, the child had to go back with her. And he was, as you guys can see, booked and then let back out. He is out. He is fine. And he doesn't want to speak right now because he's trying to get his damn head together and figure this shit out. All right. But he will address this in due time from what I'm hearing. Okay. But her ass stay crying about she is trying to protect her son and she doesn't want him seeing certain stuff or be exposed to certain things. But Destiny, you are continuing to do that. It's like y'all been divorced now for some years and you acting like Martell out this bitch. Like for real, you acting like Martell is acting towards Melody and Labberik is trying to move on. He's dating. He's been out to concerts and all types of stuff. He got somebody and it's been brought to my attention as well that Destiny been stalking him and this new girl. All right, so let me go ahead and show y'all a picture so y'all know we ain't capping out here. He is dating. He's been out. He be out, okay, with his new girl. And they've been seeing each other for a little bit. Destiny, you've been seeing a few people as well. This is him out having a good old time, child. This is him out having a good old time, as you guys can see. So you know we ain't capping over here. Ain't no capping over here. All right, that's his name right here. No, that's him. He's out. He's having a good old time. As you guys can see, he was at a Josie concert, okay? He done been to Josie concert. He done been to Keisha Cole concert. He done been all over the damn place. He's living his best life out here, having a good time. He ain't worried about shit. He's a great father to his son. He does what he needs to do. When Destiny be on live and her son be drop kicking her ass, he have to come over there and get him because she don't know what the fuck to do with him. So he's a great father. He's a great father. He's a provider. He's ex-military. He works for Boeing, which is a Fortune 500 company. And he also has his own barbecue business, which does very well out here. But, you know, somebody like Destiny who doesn't want to move on, who is bitter, and it gives that every time a situation or a relationship doesn't work with her, she try to destroy people. And that's just not the way to go. This is just this father of your son. You don't have to get along, but you do have to be, you know, cordial when you co-parent. And that is what he has tried to do. Now, when he announced initially his divorce, let's go back to that because I got the post for that as well. He said that's all he wanted to do was be cordial. Okay. He has said that is all he wants to do is be cordial. Did I upload it? Child, I be trying to move so fast. We gotta put all these damn receipts together because Destiny is on some bullshit. All right, let me go ahead and put this up. When he initially announced his divorce from Destiny, and this was right before the season was getting ready to come back. I want to say 3 seasons ago. The last season that Destiny was on, I want to say 3 seasons ago because she did miss a few seasons. 3 seasons back, whenever he and Destiny got divorced, he went ahead and announced it. And let me show you guys what he had to say. Let me upload it. I hope it comes straight over. Yes. All right, so let's share so y'all can see this is what Labberik had to say when he announced this. Because this tells he doesn't have any ill intentions. He ain't trying to be fighting her and doing all this shit she's saying. He's just really trying to hold her accountable for like money that she owes him. Like you can't be out here forging his name on documents and then he's not supposed to go and protect his name, especially when he works for a Fortune 500 company where he cannot be under that type of illegal activity, so to speak, where you're signing shit under his name and then you owe him money. You agreed through the course that you would pay certain percentages of medical expenses for your son, and then you don't do that, but you got money to take your ass to New York to go see plays and spend money and run behind everybody else. You're not taking care of your financial responsibility, what you're supposed to with your son. So he has to take you to court in order to make you do that because you're being a whole asshole out here. So this is what Labberik had to say when he initially announced his divorce. After much thought and prayer, I made the decision to file for divorce from my ex-wife. I personally asked for privacy as we live our separate lives and navigate through this journey called life. I look forward to peacefully co-parenting and being the best father to our awesome and loving son. Blessings to all and thank you. Okay, as you guys can see, that's his intentions. That was his intentions, to be cordial to Destiny. She go her way. It was understood. It did not work out. You go yours. I'm gonna go mine. You date who you want to. I'm gonna date who I want to. Don't be popping up on my shit, and I ain't trying to check up on you. But that's kind of what it is. Okay. Now I found a video. With DJ Richie Sky. I'm just gonna pull some videos just to show Destiny's attitude and how she been moving out here because this shit is just super wild. This is super wild. Okay. I'm talking about with a whole cape on it, bitch. This girl is psycho. All right, let's play this clip first. I just pulled some clips so that we can just see a history of Destiny's damn attitude and how she's been moving since this damn divorce. All right, shout out to DJ Richie Scott because that's what we're watching. Let's blow it up so y'all can see it. All right, let me see. Yep, it's coming up. All right, let's watch. All right, so the Destiny Payton reveals why she feels that fans feel a disconnect on her when she's on the show.
For long, but like when people say that I don't give enough and I don't tell anything about myself, like I've shared that, you know, my mother is battling with drugs. I've shared that. I've shared, you know, my father and I's relationship and him getting me from a foster home. I've shared being on public assistance and I'm supposed to be a celebrity and I'm telling this is as real as it gets. So I feel like I've shared, but I really think that because of not being able to talk specific about my divorce, that the story, it didn't really connect. And that's unfortunate, but listen, it's black and white at the same courthouse they be pulling everybody else's information up from in Huntsville. So, I mean, you can find it. It's in black and white.
But you know what? I gotta tell you, I'm like the casual viewer. I'm the casual viewer. I really am. Despite
let me roll my eyes. Excuse me. All right. Girl, bye. Okay. All right, now I got another clip. We're just gonna look at some behaviors of Destiny right quick. All right. Let's look at some behaviors. And I'm gonna play a little interview where she talked about some abuse with Labberik. I don't believe the shit, but whatever. All right, so let's get into this video here. Shout out to what's happening, okay? This is right after Destiny got out of jail for forging Labberik's signature. Now, how dare you be upset with him for holding you accountable for forging his name on some damn documents, and then you're mad because he holds you accountable. That's some typical narc behavior. But let's go ahead and play it. Shout out again to what's happening.
I made some comments and, you know, just trying to laugh through my pain because I was hurt. And at the end of the day, I'm a mother first. And
a mother, a daughter, a business owner, all of these things.
A human being.
Period.
And, you know, I just want to live my life. Yeah, you know,
I get it, girl. Can I live?
Can I live?
Can I live?
So, you know, just being a human and going through all the phases of emotions and law in the background.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it is what it is. But again, I'm a human being. Mm-hmm. But God is good. Nah. As I was saying, but God is good. Somebody is having law is having sleepy time. Sleepy time.
It is. We have all the energy.
But you know, we were talking about the experience of, because you dealt with a lot of crazy stuff too.
Girl, I'm still dealing with the crazy stuff. But you know what it is? It's a betrayal that like only comes from somebody that is so like you have to be broken. That's a different level of betrayal. Because it's like, just go. The paperwork is done. Go live your life. But to like actively want like to see somebody do bad and have harm towards them is like something I can never respect. I just can't because you don't have no reason to do it. You're good.
All this whole moving on and you don't want people to move on with your life, just move on. He's moved on. Destiny, you've not. You've not moved on because you keep giving him attitude. You keep giving him pushback on things that you know legally through the courts that you guys are supposed to be doing together for your son. All he wants you to do is handle your fucking business. He paid for a whole year for you to stay in his house until you got your shit together, but your credit was so fucked up because you don't pay your bills and you've had several repossessions on your damn credit, one of which is a most recent one because you don't handle your business and you think that shit should still fall on him. I'll be honest with you. I feel like Destiny married Labberik because he had the coins and the means to take care of her and give her a certain lifestyle that she's always wanted. She's very lazy. Okay. She'll start a business, but she doesn't like to follow through. And I feel like the reason why she met and got with Labberik is because she started looking around at all the things that he had. Oh, he's a businessman. Oh, he's retired military. She started doing her homework on who she saw him to be and what he had and what he could provide for her. When she was with him, she was driving a nice Mercedes. She was living a nice, $500,000 home. She was living very well. She didn't have to worry about anything. But when you're out here still chasing people who you used to be with when you have a husband, and then it's a potential, well, not even potential. And then when it's, I say allegedly, because I like to be cute, when there are rumors that there are several people that could be the father of your son and several paternity tests have to be done, this man has chosen to move on with his life. And he said, even with everything, and I just read to you guys what he said when he announced the divorce, hey, let's be amicable. You go your way, I'm gonna go mine. It's understood. This shit ain't working out. I'm not happy. You're not happy. Move on. Move on. But you're gonna sit here after you get out of jail because you bitter and angry, acting like Martell over here in the damn video. People just need to move on. People just need, I just want to be happy. Girl, no, you don't. You just want to be problematic. That's what it's giving. You want to be problematic, and then you got your friend over there chiming in. Like, where was she? Why she ain't pay the money for you to get out? Because I'm here and Tisha had to pay for you to get out of jail when Labberik had your ass locked up. Where was this friend who's doing all this chiming in and got so much to say? The bitch didn't give you no money to get out, but she got a lot to say in your fucking video. And I have a problem with people like that. But let's continue.
I'm just gonna keep on praying.
Your whole
people like keep on throw God in there, but we're gonna keep on throwing God in there. Ain't that right? Ain't that right?
God ain't nowhere in there. God is not the author of confusion. Okay, Destiny. God ain't in there when you out here putting your signature on some paperwork or forging somebody else's name on some paperwork when it's not them. Okay, and then sitting in interviews and playing victim, and then we've heard you lie so many times about your life and where you're from and all this other stuff that you got going on. You really need some deep shock therapy there.
I'll say, dear God, amen.
Amen.
That's right, Law.
Amen. Every time. Amen.
God is good. You gotta, just keep on pushing, keep your head up, and
just focus on the goal. Like keep focusing on the mark because, girl, this some new age shit. I ain't gonna lie, I never seen no music like this.
You know what? All I can say is, but God, that's all I got.
You're such a good person. You are such a good person. I strive to be as good and whole as you.
Listen, I am not
no,
perfect.
You are such a good person.
I do my best to give the grace I want.
Okay. Let that rub off on me.
All right, you guys. So sound off below in the comments.
What's happening, okay? Shout out to what's happening. Shout out to what's happening. All right, let's go ahead and pull another clip. This is her still coming for Sunny after it's already understood Sunny and Moses are married. She is still, this is a recent clip. All right, shout out to OMFG Reality TV for the most recent next episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's check out Destiny in rare form, still acting a fool about Moses and Sunny, who are now husband and wife a whole year and a month into this relationship. All right. You're mad because he didn't choose you. So now it's I'm gonna destroy you. Word on the street is she's probably the person who called and had his ass arrested and violated because she didn't want them on the show. And she knew that if she got rid of Moses and got him out of the way, then that would also knock Sunny off the show as well. So she's very strategic and very evil, but let's get into it if that's what happened. Okay, I have to do some more research on that to see, but let's get into how her evil ass is acting on here, even towards Sunny.
But you have done this lies, baby. I don't gotta lie about nothing. I'm not your baby. There's nothing to lie about. That's all you do.
Have to lie.
Don't talk about it. I moved on before it even was a thing. So how can we stop it though?
Yeah.
Stop talking about it. And I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about.
Sad. Why you got this much energy towards somebody who said it out loud that they won't trying to wife you and that they won't checking for you in that way? Now you look stupid. Now you look stupid, still on national television, still trying to regurgitate this damn storyline that don't nobody want to hear about, Destiny. We've been over this shit since it began. I promise you, we do not want to hear nothing else about you, Moses, and damn Sunny fighting over no one man who chose somebody else to be his wife. Okay, period. Let's move on now. I wanted to go back because this is the interview that I saw. Shout out to dear future wifey. All right, I'm just gonna play just a little bit. We're not gonna watch this whole thing because baby, it's long. All right, let's play it big. Oh shit, got share. that would be great, right? Let's share first, and then let's listen to Destiny going into all the shit she claims that she went through with Labberik. Do I believe most of this? Hell, fuck no. But we're gonna listen to it anyway. All right, let's take that down and. Is that up? Let's see.
Last year's episode that we did in March at New Birth, she was a part of the panel. You also saw her on the first season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Without further ado, welcome to the Dear Future Wifey podcast. My homie, Destiny Payton.
See, that's the problem. Destiny runs ahead and she gets people who's her friends to do interviews with. I just saw a clip earlier where she said she's not taking any more interviews from bloggers until her assistant goes ahead and makes sure that I guess it's somebody that's in favor of her or speaks highly of her. She will not accept any more interviews from any other bloggers because ever since she did the interview with blogger AL, where he pretty much was calling her ass out. And she was upset. She sat there with a whole attitude and he was asking her questions and she was just staring off into space like she didn't want to answer questions. So now she's saying that if she does an interview with any bloggers, that she would send her assistant ahead to, I guess, check out said blogger to see what their information is and how they, I guess maybe how they talk about her or what they have to say about her before she will accept it, because she said she felt attacked and humiliated by blogger AL's interview when he talked to her about some things on the show and what people were having to say about her and her attitude and stuff like that. And he asked her some questions about Labberik as well, and she didn't want to answer it. So then she used the whole, oh, I feel attacked. Same victim bullshit. But let's get into what she had to say here.
All 5 seasons, by the way.
All 5 seasons? 5 seasons? So hold on. So
minus the last one.
Minus the last. So it was that many seasons?
Yeah. Show's been on since 2019.
Okay, so that's what it was. Okay, because I kept hearing people like, well, what happened to you or whatnot? I didn't know that it was 5 seasons and then you just disappeared. And what happened? Why did you disappear?
Well, you know, what had happened was...
What happened was, when black folks can tell a story, they always start off with what had happened was. All right, so what happened was...
The political answer is contractual issues. Yeah, that
Okay.
would be why I didn't return.
So it has something to do with money, pretty much. see, black folks, you know, we keep it lit on the Dear Future Wifey podcast. So basically, it wasn't trying to run you your coins the way you wanted your coins. I understand. All right. And so since then, how have you been doing?
Man, I I made a post. Now that we're in 2024, 2023 was, but did you die year? I'm still alive.
Still alive. Why'd you say that? But did you die? What happened in 2023 where you felt like all hell broke loose?
What didn't happen? Just so much. You know, the divorce that I ended in 2021 has been drug on until 2020.
Correction, you didn't end anything. LaBerick filed for divorce. You did not. There's a lie right there. I just showed it to y'all what LaBerick had to say. Didn't I just show y'all the post where he filed for divorce? She did not file. He filed. Let's keep going.
4.
How does that happen? How does a divorce that's supposed to be over, how does it still continue to drag on?
I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah, I didn't either. So what do you mean by that?
So the other party can reopen the divorce case at any time. You can pay an extra fee apparently and start to request contempts.
Huh?
Yeah.
You can open up, okay, so you still...
So typically people reopen a divorce because in the decree you may want to modify some things, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we modify child support.
Yeah.
I don't get that. So that's not even in there. So
well, you don't get child support?
I don't.
For real?
Correct.
Ain't letting black men get off like that.
I let black men get off like that.
Oh, so you didn't put them on child support?
No.
Oh, okay. Why? Because you felt like it was even, like y'all split the kid up like 50-50?
No, because my son was only, when our divorce was final, I want to say he might have been 8 months. He wasn't 1 yet. And so for me, it was like, I just wanted to be over. I gave everything down to the silverware, everything that he requested. Pots and pans, silverware, blender, everything.
So what's is it still a legal issue where you can't discuss what's going on, why it's dragging on, or are you at liberty to say that?
I can say, yeah, I'm at liberty to say.
Okay, well, why is it dragging on? Why is it reopened? If there's no child support issue,
no custody visitation.
No custody.
issue.
So what else is there?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You got to see something on the paperwork.
The thing that has always been requested is that it's a punitive type thing. It's always hold her in contempt and put her in jail.
For what? No, where would you be held in contempt for?
Let's see, what would we say would be on the list? Talking about said person in interviews.
Oh, so
which is not even in our decree, by the way.
Oh, okay, so it ain't no gag order about that.
No, the only thing that I said that I wouldn't talk about him or his family or anybody on the show Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Okay.
I agree to that.
And then so he feels as though if you're talking about him in interviews, that is the same thing. Is that in the divorce decree?
No, it's
or
not.
Just a verbal agreement y'all have between each other?
We never had that agreement.
You just felt as from a moral standpoint, you just wouldn't mention him on the show.
Correct. Oh no, that's in the decree.
Okay.
That's in the decree. With interviews, yeah, from a moral standpoint, I didn't want to mention him on the show. And I felt like keeping my silence about what was going on would protect my son. And I realized that keeping my silence only allowed a lot of the things that were going on in my marriage to continue. And me having to sit in narratives and different things that weren't real, weren't actual or factual. And I feel like it hurt me more than it helped the situation because I was in protective mode of the person that I had a son with.
So how did it hurt you?
Because they were still allowed to abuse me in other ways, judicial system, financial, and I never saw that coming.
So when you say financial, was he the major breadwinner in the home?
No, he wasn't. But what I asked for the only thing that I did ask for was 1 year of him paying the mortgage on the home. And I was refinancing the home in my name. And I did, but he refused to give me the mortgage statement. But the story that's put out into the world is that I was squatting in my own home that I owned and I wouldn't get out. And this man has supported me and did so much for me. And I should be able to, move forward. But I didn't think for a whole year that I would be in court. I would be paying legal fees.
So you had agreement to what? You were supposed to move out after a year, or
I was either going to sell the home or refinance the home. And so I did refinance the home, but the mortgage is in his name, not mine. So I had to have, because he had a VA loan, I had to have the mortgage statement in order to finalize the closing.
Right.
And we tried without it, but the underwriter just was like, no, we have to have it. And then
he wouldn't give you the mortgage statement?
No.
So I saw something one morning. So we're going to talk about the elephant in the room. I woke up one morning and I see you on live surrendering yourself to the jail system. What is it? The Huntsville Detention Center? What was it called?
Huntsville, HPD?
Yeah. I saw you. I was like, is this real? What is going on? And it was real.
Very real.
And I talked to you after you got out. What was that about?
So I get a call from Martell and he's like, hey man, you all right? And I'm like, what you talking about? He was like, I'm pissed off right now. What is going on? And I'm like, what are you? He's like, yo, I'm Crime Stoppers. And I said, well, get off my phone. And I hung up on him. And then
You was on Crime Stoppers?
I was on Crime Stoppers. And the only reason why I was on Crime Stoppers was because of who I am.
Yeah.
Because I met someone that was actually retired from the board of Crime Stoppers. The next day is how Crazy Guy works. And they were like, we would never put something like that on Crime
that's so
Stoppers.
petty.
4 days after the charge. Like, it wasn't like you were looking for me. Like, you can't find me in Huntsville.
What is so special about you? Because Kiki was also on Crime Stoppers, and that was her first season on Love and Marriage Huntsville. You've been on TV a lot, so if they're gonna put Kiki on there, what makes you special to where you're not on there as well? I mean, hello, Destiny, stop lying now.
On the phone, just like, hey, Destiny, what you doing? Yeah.
Like, but you know what? The thing that was meant to, and it was embarrassing.
Yeah.
And it was meant to embarrass me, but it also protected me because.
Let me tell you something was interesting, and I just want to chime in. You handled that such like a G. Like you wasn't even. I know it may have been meant to embarrass you, but you didn't seem embarrassed by it. Like, what made you go on live? Because you could have not told anybody that. You could have just went in, surrendered. You know, your dad was feeling what he was feeling, all that stuff, and then went and got out, and then never mentioned it. Because
it was done publicly. And that was the first time I ever responded to anything that had happened to me in my dealing with my ex-husband publicly, because he made it public. So how else do I respond?
How did you get on Crime Stoppers or something like that?
Somebody made a call. Somebody knew somebody. Had to. Because literally, you know, when I was talking to an investigator, they're like, you know, typically we do that when we're looking for someone.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I was just charged 4 days ago. And how did it, like, that was quick.
That is crazy.
It was absolutely set up to be embarrassing. And the thing that was the biggest gift about being on Crime Stoppers was I could have been seized or pulled over with my son or in a grocery store with my son. And I know what it's like to watch a parent be arrested. I've seen my mother do it. How do I say this without
uncovering somebody?
No, not even uncovering somebody, just dealing with my own trauma. So to watch my mother be arrested and me and my brother be taken away from her and then having to wait in the foster system for somebody to come and get us.
You was in foster? You grew up in foster care?
I was in foster care, yeah.
For how long?
It's a blur for me, but I don't think it was
I think you would remember how long you were in foster care.
Probably a year. Yeah, me and my brother were in a group home first, and then we ended up being separated and going to actual individual homes. And then our grandparents my mother's mother got my brother, and my dad's mother got me, while my dad was fighting for custody of me. And the thing that I didn't want, I'm happy and grateful for, is that it didn't, I guess you would say the generational curse didn't happen to my son, because I could have been arrested and he could have been taken from me in that moment. And that probably would have broke me.
So it didn't break you when you called the police this most recent time yesterday on Labberik to have him arrested with your son in the car with Labberik. That didn't bother you to do that? That did not bother you to see the police pull over your son after you called the police, after he left with your son, because y'all were there to trade off. From what I was told, you guys were at the police station to trade off. He left, and then you turned around and called on him. So it did not bother you to do the same thing to him that you said you would not want done to you, because you did not want your son to be traumatized. So you don't think in the vice versa of all of this, that your son would have been traumatized seeing his father taken out of the car in handcuffs? I mean, nowadays, it's really not safe to call the police on a black man. If you think about it, I don't give a fuck what's going on. Now, if he's being abusive, if he's, doing some shit like that, yeah. But because you mad and on some get back bullshit, that's some dangerous bullshit to be calling the police. Like, look, yeah, come and pick him up. Da, 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 he done pissed me off. Da, da, da. Like, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. Black man being and have the police call him, that's very dangerous. Let's continue. That's weird.
Now, you didn't see me looking like I was embarrassed, but if that would have happened. So
how old were you when your mom got arrested or whatnot? You got placed in foster care?
I was 4. Yeah, I was 4 and a half.
And so eventually your mom, did she end up getting custody of you again?
Nope. My dad ended up getting custody of me.
Really? So your dad, you were raised with your dad?
I am a daddy's girl all day. That's why you saw him right there. And people were like, why are you taking your dad through that? Like, he's like, I'm coming. I'm coming. Because he said he looked at it on his phone. It popped up on his phone. And it
came up as a notification?
Yeah.
As a father, oh Lord, as a father.
I don't want to tell the story that he told me that the things that he did after he saw it. As a 72-year-old man that's battling cancer. And to have his only child going through that.
So he saw that pop up.
So that you saying that your dad, his only child, going through what you went through, which is something that you put yourself through for him to see you go through, because you signed off forging someone's name, and then you did not take care of your financial responsibilities, which then made him initiate legal action against you, which that's why you had to turn yourself in. So it's not like he just went out here and was on some petty bullshit. You were not doing what you were supposed to, and you were refusing to do so. So he had to go through the courts to get that done. So that's why, Destiny. Do y'all not see the same behavior as Martell? Martell feels like Melody shouldn't have went and got a warrant on him when he went and got revenge P on her. What else do you expect her to do if you're threatening to show secret videos of this woman on you? She had to do what she had to do, regardless to the fact that y'all have children or not. Y'all had children when you put the shit out there. So holding a person accountable because of who you feel like you are, that's some diabolical bullshit. Like, at the end of the day, if you do some fucked up stuff to me and I have to get the law involved, that's just what it is. You shouldn't have initiated that situation. Let's continue. I'm sorry.
You've experienced that. How did you, so when Martell called you and told you that, then what, how long before you decided to turn yourself in?
The next day.
The next day. What was that decision like?
It was hard. It was a hard decision, but it was like, what's the process? What do I need to do? And how quickly can I go through it to get back out?
Did you have an attorney working with you on that? And they told you just go ahead and just turn yourself in, you get back out?
Funny thing is, I actually had a meeting with my divorce attorney the next day. And so I'm in her office to talk about responding to him reopening the divorce case. And I had to tell her, hey, I was on Crime Stoppers. Like, what do I do? And then she had to refer me to a criminal attorney that I now have to pay to go and get the advice that I need to turn myself in, and then make an appointment to go down and prepare for this charge that I have to fight.
And what was the charge for?
Forgery in the third. And then, Crime Stoppers said blatantly, Destiny Payton Williams forged her ex-husband's name on a utility contract.
A utility contract? Mm-hmm. So was this something that y'all had? Like, help me understand this, because this sounds real petty to me that became a legal issue. Explain what that means.
I'm sitting in jail asking, what am I here for? Because I didn't know what it meant either. I don't have any utility contracts with his name on it. Never have.
So it's like saying basically that you went and got the electricity in his name. Is that what they're trying to say? Or you got like a water bill in his name?
This girl is a little...
I think so. That I forged his name on it. When I don't have, I mean, it's only so much I can say, because we're still legally in the fight. And I want my attorney to be trying to box me when I get home. But
like, did you even bring that?
But I can say this for sure: I do not have and never have had any utility bills in his name. It's only been in my name.
My question has always been like, and this is the part that grieves my heart, is that you can marry someone, be in love, not in love, whatever, but one can make a decision to marry somebody, and the marriage don't work out. File for divorce, have kids, not have kids. Different people have different scenarios in the situation. But how does it get to the point to where one would put their ex in jail over something as petty as that? Like, I try to wonder that, because like even my ex-wife and I talk about this in the past. I've cheated on her in our past marriage. She don't hate me like that. Like, it's not where she will do anything to harm me at all. You know what I'm saying? Even when it came time for me to get the new home that I purchased a couple of months ago, I called up. We don't talk all the time, but I was like, hey, you want to get this money? You know what I'm saying? It's a nice little commission. You want to come get this check? She said, heck yeah. So she came, just wrote her name on because it was a new bill. All she had to do was write her name on it, made her $25,000 just like that. Go make your money, go live. I don't understand how in the world do people get married and they hate, because that's what has to come, hate somebody to the point that they will get their own son's mother locked up over something like that. Like, couldn't that have been handled in a conversation? I don't know what y'all's communication is like or whatever, but could that have been whatever it was that happened? And I know you can't say too much about it, but could that have been handled in the conversation? To say, hey, guess what? I've noticed this right here happened. Hey, can you make sure that you take my name off of this or whatever? And it just be handled in that. Did y'all have a level of communication where that could have been done, whatever, if that was the case, allegedly, could that have been handled in a conversation?
Very much so. Very much so.
Do y'all have any type of communication with each other?
We do.
Is it cordial? You have to talk through a third party all the time?
It's text.
But verbally, y'all can't have a conversation without?
I've tried.
So it's just a lot of anger between whatever it is.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. What I will say is, in my experience with, turning myself in, I'm sitting there just like,
How did we get here?
I'm really in a real jail for something that ain't real. And all the flashbacks to the times that
Lord have mercy.
I picked up the phone and called the police about domestic situations.
Here we
and couldn't pull the trigger.
Yep.
Couldn't give a name. Couldn't say his name. Literally, like go through the process multiple times. The detectives calling me, press charge, and I just couldn't do it. And I'm sitting here in real jail for something like this. And it was really a slap in the face, for me. Like, you protected this person for so long. You hadn't even spoke out about your abuse. You haven't even, talked about the real trauma that you got from that marriage and the lack of protection that you experienced throughout.
What trauma, Destiny? Let me take you back to what's in court documentations. All right. You can pull that up. Like you said, it's in black and white. It is in black and white. Where LaBerick had to file a TPO, honey, against you, a restraining order against Destiny for chest bumping him. He also had a long scratch on him from Destiny running up in his face because they had an argument about something that she disagreed. Did y'all see how she was bucking up on Sunday? I'll talk about what I want to talk about when I want. She was on that with LaBerick. And we saw you be violent, Destiny. Let's go back to Galentine. Let's go back to the Galentine event when you picked up that chair to try to hit Stormy. Let's go back. Let's go back. Because you're sitting here like you're not the person that everybody's saying you are. Okay. And while LaBerick had to go through the courts in order to handle you when you're not the easiest person to deal with. We've seen that shit on TV, and we ain't even gonna say that's acting because that's a whole full-fledged lie. You had a restraining order against, he had a restraining order against you for being volatile towards him. You ran up in his face in an argument because it's on court documentation. You was chest bumping him. You was all in his face on this shit here. And you grabbed his shirt, ripping his shirt. That's in court documents, y'all. She ripped his shirt and she also scratched him. That's in court documentation. So this is why they have to handle the switch off with their son the way that they do. Because she gets to acting a fool and they want to be, I guess, in a police presence when shit like that happen. So she don't pop off and then she can't say this happened and then he be kind of caught out there. That's why they trading off like they are at the police station. They just left there from switching off their son. She called the police on him. That's why he got arrested. As you guys saw, there was no bond. So what are you trying to secure a fucking storyline at his expense to ruin this man's career? Because from what I see, he is the sole provider almost for your son because your money is funny. He has your son sometimes more than you. And quiet as kept, his family don't fuck with you because they don't like you for how you are. You're real nasty. You're real nasty towards them. And they don't fuck with you, Destiny. Yeah, they don't. But you sit in interviews and you act like you're so oblivious to why people don't want to deal with you. And you have this mindset of that you have to destroy people because they're no longer in your life. And I don't know if it's coming from how your mama used to, if this is anger from your mama and how you grew up with her not being there. Because her mother is on drugs still after all this time since she was a child. She's still not got herself together since you were a child. You are headed to 40 years old, and this woman still don't have her life together. And you were raised by your father. You done ran up this man credit too, but you sitting here like, I don't know why I'm down here at the police station. I have no idea. Bitch, you have every idea. It's you. Let's continue. Lord have mercy. She's exhausting.
About the whole ordeal, and yeah. It was a lot of aha moments that I needed just for myself and my growth and accepting things and coming to the realization of where I was and actually being married to someone that now seeks pleasure in your pain. Yeah.
How does that feel to reconcile your relationship with your ex-husband to that feeling? Because you still got to do life with this gentleman. You have a son, you still have to do life. Your son is how old?
He's 3.
3. At minimum of 15 more years. How do you reconcile that? And how do you navigate this space? You might not even have the answer for it, but what is your forethought in all right, this is the reality. This is where we are. This is the father of my son. How do we progress from this moment?
I don't have the words. I always say, but God, because prayer has gotten me to this point, and a lot of therapy, a lot of life coaching. Specific therapy now is trauma-based, EMDR therapy to deal with the trauma. And because I had to go next level, regular therapy was good, but we need to go deeper because that relationship started to bring up old triggers and traumas from my childhood, things that, you know, I wanted as a kid and didn't get, which was protection. I keep going back to that because I just, in some of the most vulnerable states of my life, being pregnant after 5 miscarriages and having this miracle baby, and then walking out of the hospital with a $20,000 bill because my husband at the time refused to acknowledge me on his insurance. So those were, I mean, just the consistent.
You said refuse to acknowledge you on the insurance. Explain that to me. What are you talking about?
So for punishment of not naming his son a junior, he refused to confirm me during discharge as his wife on his insurance.
Now, I believe she didn't want to change. She didn't want to name the baby Junior because she didn't know if he was really the father. It was always, I told you guys, it was a question in terms of who the father was. So I think she was being reluctant to doing so because she didn't think that he was the father. I done told y'all had to be multiple paternity tests done. Okay. It'd be multiple paternity tests. So this man is coming into this. And when he asked her that, he was like, well, shit, if you think it's another nigga's baby, bitch, I ain't about to be out here putting you on all my shit. I think he started thinking right away. That's why LaBerick was so standoffish when it came to him helping her with this baby. If y'all go back to the scene where where Destiny was telling Melody, when Melody came over, she said, oh my God, I'm so tired. Mel was like, where's LaBerick? Is he not helping you with the baby? Destiny was like, he's hardly here. He, you know, it's like he's checked out. I'm pretty much doing it on my own. That's why he didn't think that baby was his baby. I think he didn't really want to bond with that baby until he got legal proof that that baby was his. I think that's what was going on there. Okay. I think that's what was going on. He wanted to have legal proof that that child was his before he jumped in and started changing diapers, fixing bottles, bonding, you know, to having the baby on the shirt, having the baby on his chest with the shirt off. You know how you do skin to skin and all that. I don't think he was ready to do all of that first. And then first, when we first saw the baby, I was like, uh-oh, that don't look like that's his baby, because y'all know the baby was like hella dark, and I was like, oh, that's gotta be somebody else's baby. If we know Moses is a little dark, so I'm thinking like that could be somebody else's baby. And plus, she was sending pictures of the child to Moses, and that ain't his baby. So that one would think, a man would think, especially if that's your husband, that what is going on here? This is supposed to be my child. You telling me this is my child, but you're sending pictures of my child to this nigga that you used to fuck. So why am I going to be putting my time and attention into this situation when I'm not sure? And then as far as the $20,000, it was agreed, because that's also in court documentation. I shared that here on my show. Destiny did not pay her portion of the medical expenses for their son because it was supposed to be 50-50. She never paid her part. He went ahead and paid it for the sake of keeping the insurance up. Destiny was supposed to reimburse, and she never did. When he asked her about it, of course, she gave attitude. So he had to go through the courts legally to ask the courts to have her paid through the courts. Now, unfortunately, everything has gone up, and interest and everything else added to it, because she's refused to pay her portion from the mortgage on the house. When he agreed to pay for 1 year, she didn't pay her part after that, and she stayed well after 1 year. The agreement was she would go and refinance the house in her name after 1 year of him paying the mortgage. That was great for him to do, because think about how high a mortgage is for a $500,000 house. He allowed you to stay there so you would have a roof over your head in a very nice home and neighborhood. So you have a nice place to raise the baby as well. And he was paying the mortgage. So think about how high a mortgage is for $500,000 home. He paid that. Plus he was paying where he was staying. So he was shelling out a lot of money. And it was understood that she would reimburse, and she did not do that. Keep in mind, during all of this time, she had other shit she wasn't paying as well. She was trying to be, I think she said she was getting government assistance as well. Plus you were on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm not sure how you were getting Love and Marriage Huntsville checks and you were getting government assistance. There might be some fraud in there too. Let me be quiet though. Or maybe let me keep talking. Anywho and anyway, because that sounds like some shit Ariana was trying to do too. But anyway, because you got to report out that income if you're on government assistance. But anywho and anyway, my thing is this man has done way more than he was required to do after you guys divorced. Okay, you don't get, and according to the court documentations, you don't get child support. And the way you put it out there is, oh, he's a deadbeat man, he don't pay child support. The reason why you don't get child support is because it's an offset, Destiny, from the money that you already owe him. So you don't get that because you're 20,000, probably more now, because they got a court date coming up here, I think in a week or so. It's supposed to be like an offset of what you owe him in terms of why you're not getting child support. Plus, he is shelling out more for your son. So it's kind of like an even break to where he's not allowed to pay child support, and you guys share custody. So that's the reason why. Just like Martell doesn't get child support. He tried, but of course we're like, no. Melody could put him on child support if she wanted to, but they share custody 1 week on, 1 week off. Unfortunately, the Alabama system, child care system is fucked up. But that's just what it is. But in Destiny's case, she was never going to get child support because of money that she already owed. All right. So let's continue. I had to break that down because maybe she's sitting here trying to make it sound like this man, oh, he doesn't pay child support. It's not that. So we about to get off.
So you were stuck with a $20,000 bill.
Mm-hmm. While I was
my ass off.
Okay. All right. Explain to people what that level of therapy was. It EMDR? What's it called?
EMDR.
It stands for I forgot the acronym.
Don't ask me.
Reticular. It's something, but they'll do. Explain what happens. You can do light therapy in your eyes and explain.
It's various things. I haven't really gotten deep into the physical aspect because my initial therapist was remote, and she had an incident where while she was doing light therapy, her internet went out. And it was traumatizing to her because you're opening up.
Yeah, you're just stuck over here.
Yeah, you open up some things for a person that you can't
get back.
Mm-hmm. So I now have one in person. So I get to the next level of the more physical work. Because, initially they have you go through, start with your earliest memory and then, keep going. By the time I got to, I want to say 7 or 8, I couldn't go anymore. Like I just couldn't take, I was like, oh.
What was it doing to your body?
It was just, talking about it now is bringing up stuff. Like I'm a little uneasy, but it just started to, I started to remember things that I completely have forgot. I remember toys that my aunt got me when I was 6 in a nightgown. Like things started to really come out and I was just like, whoa. It was just a lot of trauma. I had a lot of early trauma.
All right, so we're gonna stop it there. I really want you guys just to hear the marital portion and the reason why they got divorced, and then with her saying she did not want to ever call the police on him when she was going through these the DV situations in her marriage with LB. She never wanted to call because that was the father of her son, and every time she tried to do it, she couldn't do it. Well, what made you do it yesterday? Because you said you didn't want to put your son in a traumatic situation to where you calling police on his father and vice versa. Okay. Unfortunately for him, he had to call on you because you were being very difficult. And we've already seen how you act, Destiny, and how you like to buck up. And you're very aggressive in your nature of how you act. And it's been documented, dear. It's videos out there. It's videos. Unfortunately for you, it's videos. And this ain't no acting shit. So we ain't even going to try to pass that off like Marceau and Tisha tried to say. Okay, we ain't about to do that. We're not about to do that. We're not about to do that. But we're going to end the video here because that's really all I had. I wanted to give you guys an update in terms of what the hell was going on with this situation with LB and Destiny. Destiny, you need to calm down. You need to get some anger management and you need to figure out why you're so fucking aggressive. And, you have that attitude towards everybody. Nobody can say anything to you. Your first instinct is to try to get aggressive and fight. You tried it with Melody. You stood up on Melody on the girls' trip and then tried to lie and say, oh, I was just getting ready to go outside. No, you were leaning to her like you get ready to fight her. Okay, you really need to check that because your ass going to be in jail for assault if you hit somebody. Had you hit Stormy with that chair, you'd have been in jail still today. You really would have. You're going to run up on the right one on that aggressive bullshit and on that big D energy bullshit and somebody going to lay your ass down for real. I'm just saying you really need, and that's going to be very traumatic for your son, for your ass to be locked up for a very long time. They ain't gonna be getting locked up and getting right back out. Your ass gonna be in there because there's people sitting in jail for assault, like for real. So if you don't get a handle from this fake ass therapist over there, Dion, honey, she obviously ain't helping you. And that whole setup over there with that mental Monday bullshit is only clout chasing. That's all it is. You're not getting better. You're not moving. You're not doing anything. But the same bullshit every Monday. And I've never seen a therapist talk about a reality show and try to weave your therapy into a reality show in terms of the bullshit that's seen on the show. I'm sorry. Again, take me out of the group chat on that bullshit, because that's not therapy. Real therapy is you going and sitting in an office and you talking to someone who's licensed, who can help you navigate from all the bullshit that you continue to go through, and teach you different ways in terms of how to handle those said situations so that your ass don't get caught up in the same situations that you were in. That's real therapy, okay? And you continue to use your friends for this type of platform for you to sit on and regurgitate your lies, and they don't hold you accountable. And every single interview that your ass go in is a bias. It's a biased interview. You don't like people like AL, and I'm not even capping for him. I'm saying the questions that he was asking you in that moment were holding you accountable, and you didn't like that shit. It bothered you. You sat there looking crazy like you do on Messy Monday, staring straight into the camera. No one can say shit to you. But then you could tell everybody else, like you told Mel, the two of y'all told Mel and Trisha, the two of y'all need to pipe it down. This is just, where's this energy coming from? And then you turn around and have the same energy. So yeah, it's given that you really need to seek some real therapy. You said you've been to 2 different types of therapists, and I don't see no difference. I'm just saying, you the same bitch that you were seasons ago. I don't see no difference in you, and you're very bitter, and you're very calculating, and you are very what's the other word I want to say? Evil is a good word to plug in there. Evil is a good word. And you don't get over shit well. You like to harbor things that you go through, and that's going to cost you someday. That's going to cost you, because the way that you, even Sunny said it in her live. You guys watched my live last night. Sunny said that at the reunion, when she came out, that Destiny stared her down, like gave her a death stare, and like stared at her all the way to her seat and beyond. Like she gave her this like, I hate you stare. Like like if she could probably do something to Sunny and get away with that shit, she probably would. That's the look she was giving her. And if you don't pipe your ass down and get some help for that anger that you have, and the fact that you like to hold on to things and act in the way that you do, Destiny, your ass gonna be locked the fuck up somewhere in prison, and LaBerick gonna be raising your son full time. And it's gonna be unfortunate that you're not gonna be able to be a mother when you fought so hard to do so. You said yourself 5 miscarriages. Yeah, and you still was trying to take your stupid ass over to China, pregnant with this child in the middle of a pandemic. And LaBerick had to tell you, you're not flying your ass up over there to no fucking China in the middle of a pandemic, and you've already had issues with pregnancy. What sense does that make? What I'm saying again, what sense does that make? You were in the middle of a pandemic, pregnant, when you cried about having so many miscarriages, of losing your children, and then you finally get pregnant, and the pregnancy looks like it's going to be successful, and you are planning to go to China for some stupid ass going over there to buy some hair or something, when you know, trying to get her Madani business up and running. She was going to go physically fly over there in the middle of pandemic, and LaBerick had to tell her, yeah, you're not flying over there. You're not going to do that in the middle of pandemic. It's not safe. But see, you didn't even have the instinct of a mother then to say, you know what, let me sit my ass down. You know, you could have sent one of your co-workers over there to fly and do what needed to be done. But it's the mentality that you have, Destiny, and you keep fucking up, and you're gonna wind up. This situation that you did with LaBerick, that's gonna put you in a fucked up.
That I remember vividly.
Because you did not have to call the police on no bullshit like that. And I'm hearing that well, I ain't even gonna say it. I ain't gonna go there. I can't even say that now. I almost said that shit. I almost said it. Thank you, Lord, for thank you, Lord. I can't say that. I can't say it. But yeah, that is it, and that is all on this situation in terms of Destiny and LaBerick. That's all I can say, and that's all I will say. Thank y'all for tuning into this video. Belle Wilson, KBR, Tyra, I'm not Belle Wilson, Tyra, KBR, and Scorpion Miss. Thank you guys so much for modding for me. All right. Y'all said diabolical Destiny. Do y'all want to do a panel? If we can do a panel, it's 703 watching me right now. If y'all want to do a panel, I'll drop the link. If you guys want to talk about how you feel about this video, and give your account on the topics that we talked about in this situation, because baby, this is some bullshit. It really is. I hate that for LaBerick, and I hope he can get that shit expunged from his record to where that does not affect him and his business and his job. Okay, because bitch, just because you ain't got shit going on, don't be fucking up everybody else's life. Thank you so much to my my content creators that stopped by as well. That's the link right there, guys. Anybody want to come up and talk about this? Y'all said great commentary. Thank you, Angela Huno. I appreciate it. All right. While we're waiting on someone to come up and click the link, I'll look at a few comments. All right. Thank you so much, Flower Bloom. She says her and Motel need to be in jail for having a pow. Yeah, she don't need a pow because her attitude is, she got a bad temper. She has a very bad temper. Martell does too. All right. He already done pointed a pow at Mel. Y'all remember I told y'all that shit too. So neither one of them do not need to have a pow. Says I believe Sonny would knock the brakes off Destiny and will. Okay. Says that friend and T makes me sick. What? Oh, y'all are on it. Thanks, Sweet Essence says that her supportive friend on the other channel see no wrong in her. So actually supporting everything and anything that she does for justification. That's her friend, okay? Hey, I try not to speak negatively on any other content creators because I don't be trying to have no beef with nobody. I'm trying to be on the peaceful over here, okay? People like who they like. People like who they like. Just like I don't fool with Destiny like that. She's gonna have people and fans that fuck with her like that. So hey, it is what it is. I ain't judging. It is what it is. I don't fuck with her though. Scorpion Miss said that she needs to go to just Zeus Network. Child, I don't think Zeus will have her. She gonna get over there with them wild childs over there, honey. They gonna knock her damn bun off. AMU grade says I agree, Deborah. Somebody says devious. I know that shit right. TMC said devious. Says that Martell is telling her what to do. Probably is, because you know she run everything by him. Clamp God says that Destiny just go back and deliver lottery tickets because you don't have a storyline and leave. Oh, that's my girl Empress. Let me see. Let's let Empress see. Let's see what Empress got to say. What up, Emp?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes. What's up, girl?
What's up? I just wanted to call and say you're doing such a great job and
Yay.
keep up the good work.
I appreciate it.
I don't really have anything to say regarding this situation. I mean, it's a sad situation all the way around. Like if Destiny is lying about something like this or she set him up, that's just really sad to do, like to ruin this black man's reputation and stuff. And if it is true, it's sad that she has such a bad reputation where people don't even believe her, you know? So I just feel like it's sad all the way around, you know, especially if he got arrested in front of the kid, you know?
Right.
But yeah, that's all that I wanted to come up and say. But yeah, keep up the good work.
Yeah. Shout out to my subbies too. While I got y'all up here, I almost forgot. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for getting me to over 17K. All right. Yeah. It's just like boom. It's just like everything's like boom. So thank y'all so much. Y'all been supporting and I appreciate it. I really do. I love each one of y'all down. Thank y'all so much for the support and for subbing and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. All right.
Yeah, you see hard work and consistency, it pays off.
Yes. Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you,
right.
Empress.
No problem. Bye.
All right. Have a good one. Bye. Ooh, all right. Gwen Brown, can you please connect your device? It says that your device is not connected. All right. Connect your device and then you can come on up there. All right. We'd love to have y'all. Yeah, we're gonna have like a little panel. You guys can come on and tell me how y'all feel about this topic. Then we're gonna get on out of here, child. I'm trying to do panels more. All right, there we go. All right, let's add you to the stage. How you doing, ma'am?
Hi, Val. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored.
Yes.
I love your commentary, girl. You're my kind of girl.
Thank you.
Yes. But let's start with this line scheming tail Destiny. I detest that young lady. She is a demon straight from the pit of you know where. That woman does set Labberik up. Allegedly. She did it to Moses, and this play is coming straight from Martell's playbook. They both are working together to destroy their exes. They are nobody. They are from the gutter with their lazy asses.
All right.
And I am sick of both of them. They need to disappear and never pop up again.
Yes. Shout out to Chit Chat.
She done set him up. And I believe that she might have got on his last nerve and they got into it and she done got on his last nerve. And he done said some things that he shouldn't have might have said. And she was secretly reporting him. and then cut it down there to the police department.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? She gonna get got.
Come on, get
She
got.
just haven't ran upon the right one yet.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to run into me. In my younger days,
Come on
I
now.
would have given her the beat down.
Come
That's
on, get down.
all I had to say.
Yes. All right. I appreciate you coming up. Okay.
No problem.
You have a good day. All right.
You as well.
You too. All right. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Ooh, she's a firecracker, ain't she? I like her. Child. Anybody else want to come up? Let's get this thing popping, y'all. I like her, honey. Miss Brown's like, hey, you ready to be nuck if you buck up in here. Okay. Child, let me hold you back, honey. Let me hold you back. All right, there's the link, child. Anybody else want to come up? You can come up. All right. Shout out to Chit Chat with QT. She's in the building. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate it. She says, congratulations on 17K. Really? Yes. Okay. Love her down over there, honey. What is it she say that I like? What she say? Y'all help me in the chat. I be forgetting what she said. What does the Chit Chat say, honey, when somebody be about to get knocked out? I be forgetting. But she have her little saying over there. I'll be like, yes, honey, let them know. All right. What is it? I can't remember. It's gonna hit me. But anyway, somebody said all gas, no brakes. I know that shit right. Okay. Yes. Nobody else want to come up and talk. Why y'all acting so shy? Y'all be so shy. I can't take it. Yeah, thank y'all so much. I really do appreciate it for the 17K. We're actually over 17K. Come on, Catherine. Yeah, y'all don't be shy. Come on, come up. All right, connect your device, Angela Hoonall, okay? Connect
Hey,
your device. Hey, Catherine, how you doing?
I'm okay. First of all, thank you for your commentary. Great. I'm a new subscriber, by the way, as well.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming over.
Yeah, but this whole Destiny thing, I listened to the interview. It's funny how she said all these things about how her marriage was abusive and
Mhm.
how Derek did all these things. But it's the same thing that Mel went through, but Destiny didn't believe her, didn't have
Mhm.
empathy for her. But now we're supposed to have empathy for Destiny. I want to believe her. I think it's very unfortunate that if this is not true, I think it's unfortunate that people or Destiny lies so much that people don't believe her. That's really unfortunate because if it is true and she is going through this, then obviously she needs to take some self-reflection. But really all I wanted to say is when I heard her talk about all this alleged abuse that she endured in that relationship, and
Mhm.
then the way that she has continuously treated Mel and her journey in freeing herself from Martell, that just shows that she is not a good person. So that's really all I wanted to say, but thank you for letting me come up.
You are spot on. I agree 100%, honey. Thank you so much for coming up. Oh, hello. Hi, Virginia. How are you?
Well, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Tell us how you feel.
Um, I feel that life is short, and so many people have been taken away because of DV. And for someone to play with it in this manner, in my opinion, if not to say I wasn't there, but
Mhm.
if Destiny is doing this to for a storyline, hatred, and just spite, you have to be careful what you put out in that universe because it comes back on you.
Mhm.
And in this case, that man has every right to go to court and defend himself for
Mhm.
his security, his everything he got. And what would hurt him more if everything is in his favor and he turn around and get custody of that son.
Right.
And I don't think that is nothing to play with. But I wasn't there. In my opinion, I I can't side with Destiny because you're a nasty piece of work.
Mm.
And it's just like dice. You never know what you're going to get with it.
You're right.
And thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your comment. Okay.
All right. Thank
You
you.
have a
Take
great
care.
day. You too.
You
Thank
too.
you. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Ooh, child. She said a word right there, didn't she, honey? She said a whole word right there. We got anybody else want to come up? Y'all giving some good perspectives. I like that. Okay, here's the link again, honey. We drop it again. If anybody else want to come up, y'all are welcome to come on up here. Let's talk about it, child. Let's talk about it, okay? Let's see. Let me get some more comments. Says I agree. I would like to see him get full custody. Hey, if that's what needs to happen, then that's what needs to happen. I mean, says, do we know that it was Destiny that got LeBerick arrested? Yes, she did get him arrested. That's actual factuals. It's actual factuals, okay? Yes, absolutely. I ain't gonna never steer you wrong, honey. Okay. Said for some reason I'm having trouble coming up with StreamYard, but I love your commentary. It was saying that you have to connect your device. That's what it was saying. Can you try it again? Try it. You said you're gonna try next time. Just it's saying something about your device has to be connected. I think once you get your device connected, you'll be all right. Because you actually came up, but your device wasn't connected. Okay. Try it again, Angela. Okay. You can come up. All right, let's look at some more comments right quick. Ooh, child says that both Martell and Destiny need to be cast into the abyss. Both are evil. Y'all are something else. That she was probably recording him like she was trying to do Melody. It's possible, child. I don't put nothing past her. I don't put nothing past her. Okay, you can't be out here calling popos on black men unless it's a real reason to be calling. Now, if he's out there acting a fool and on this on that shit, then yeah, if he touch you, he push you, you know, he's on that aggressive bullshit. Then yeah, you need to call the popos. All right, you definitely need to do that. But just because somebody piss you off or y'all have like a disagreement in conversation or a text, well, it depends on what the text said. If you on some threatening shit, then you gotta do what you gotta do. But on just some petty bullshit because y'all not getting along, I don't agree with that, Destiny. Like I really don't. You really need to figure out what the hell is going on with you and why y'all can't figure this situation out. I mean, for God's sakes, your son is what, 4 or 5? Y'all got a long time to raise this child together. So it's weird that y'all just can't figure this out. And you have a father in your child's father in your life who wants to be there and help you with this child. Think about all the men who don't give a damn about their kids, who not trying to be paying no child support, who not trying to take the son. Like, I mean, damn, she has a hard time with this boy. Like, Law be giving Destiny hell. He does not act that way with LeBerick, from what I'm hearing. He don't act that way when he's with LeBerick. But when he's with Destiny, he gives her hell. He don't listen to her. There's no discipline there. Like you guys saw that what he was saying in the background of one of the videos when she went live, don't unalive me, don't unalive. She kept saying it. And she was saying, don't say that. And he kept saying it. And people were looking like, what the hell is going on here? Like, what is going on here? The way he be jumping on her and hitting her. Like, there's just absolutely no respect there when it comes to this child with her and her parental, whatever you want to call it. It's just, it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess, child. All right, let me look at a few more comments, child. It says, hello, Caramel says, yes, life is short, but it's the longest journey that we will ever have. I agree with that, sugar mama. All right, Alabama born, Florida grown says that if Destiny is a DV survivor, how can she hang with Martell and not get triggered? Boom, whoop, there it is. Okay, that's absolutely right. I've said it before. How are you advocating for DV and you hang with a DVer and you be capping for a DVer? Martell is, baby, this fool got 2 cases coming up right now. Okay, both of which has something to do with DV. Like, hell, you've been out here, still giving the kids corporal punishment. We talked about that. The child custody case is coming up with that, where he drew blood from his own son. Like, how as a mother do you hang with somebody like that and you capping for him and allowing him to be in your space? He could not hang around me, period. And then used to be friends with Melody, and it's like when she's not friends with somebody anymore, she has like this hatred for them, like she wants to destroy them. It's so weird. I don't get it. Let's get someone else up. Hi, Uniboo, what's up?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
Hello. I'm usually on the bushes, in the bushes. Let me stop. But I'll enjoy your commentary.
Thank you so much.
So my opinion will be, it's really funny of the timing because I'm looking at it a different angle. If it happened to her, like for real, I'm siding with. But if she's doing some bull-ish and trying to set this man up, I'm going to read her for fifth every time I get on this social media in the YouTube space. Because I don't like people saying it's giving me white female, desperate white female tendencies. Because it's like, you're lazy, you're broke, you're a mother. Your son's supposed to be your motivation for you to do better.
Mm-hmm.
Worry about your son. Because it's mighty funny the fact that you're supposed to go to court for the 20K that you own him, and then he's arrested before the day he's supposed to go to the court. And then you, with the rumors you're not coming back on the show, and all of a sudden now you got something to talk about. It's like, we don't want you on the show. That's, if you're doing this for that, that's desperate. And I don't like people setting up people because you bitter, because whatever happened. Like, I'm gonna wait for everything to come out. But if I find out that you actually did some foul stuff and you doing this for setting up this man over some false accusation, I'm gonna drag Dusty Dan for filth.
Come on, Drag.
So I'm a dragger because I don't like that, because it's like, it's very evil, conniving, low vibrational, low self-esteem, scammer, very nasty work, very disgusting. That's what it's giving. But I'm a trying to reserve my opinion until I see everything. But I told you I would drag her throughout the whole comment if I found out it's some bullshit that she did, because that's not fair. Because you have a son.
Mm-hmm.
Now I understand people. If someone don't want because she never got picked, you were in foster care because you never got picked, and you over there supposed to be in a therapy with a Timu. What is it? That's a Timu therapy made from China. That ain't no real therapy, because
No.
you're sitting here ass kissing the girl. You're supposed to give her sound advice, but I feel like you low key scared of Dusty Dan because of her temper. You know
Mm-hmm.
she get flying out the angel. She couldn't be my friend because I would read her down every time. And I was like, that's fucked up what you did. And if you want to fight, we can fight. It's nothing but rumors, but we're going to fight and we're going to get back to it. Because I don't do that. With my friend, I'm going to hold them accountable just like they're going to hold me accountable. I don't do no fake shit around me. If I'm paying you to be my therapist, I need you to tell me the deal, the holy fear. Don't ask kiss me.
Yeah.
And that's why I said she's a Timu therapy, because you're not holding her accountable. Straight from China. Fraud. I don't care if she have degrees. Them thing probably from RCD College.
Come on, college.
But that's all I have to say. But no, but if I find out some bullshit, I'm dragging her for Phil.
Ooh, let
I'm
me turn
dragging
my
her. I'm
notifications
dragging
on
her.
this time. I have turned
I'm
my
dragging
notifications
her
on for that drag because I can't stand you.
Caribbean style. I'm dragging her Caribbean style, straight from
Yes.
Haiti. I'm dragging her.
Yes, honey.
That's all I have. But I enjoy your commentary. I just don't like sneaky, low vibration, no dumbass people, broke, destitute, gimme girl, can't even keep a business.
Come on, Reed. Come on, Reed.
1,000 ultimate infinity open of a Madani of something that you can even keep. Leave Madani alone. She dead and gone. Find something else. Stop scamming people. Pay that man the 20K and move on with your life. How about you go to a 9 to 5? There's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. Stop trying to live above your means. Like, that's what you need to do. Worry about your son. Because I would never go on such a, like, on the talent, on a show, and look all destitute like that. You will never see me sweat over another man. An ex-man that married somebody else. You mean to tell me I know someone for 15 years and they didn't wife me up and I'm over here crying? You didn't even cry over your ex-husband that you actually married. You're crying over Moses? Last time I checked, you left him, right? Okay, he picked up Sonny. Move the hell on. I thought you have a fine man. What happened to the fine man that you had?
Come on. Yup.
Like, what happened to him? Like, I heard that. I was like, you will never catch me on social media or on anything crying in death over a man. The hell? It's out of good. The fact I'm going to go crying over some men for. I can get another one. Her mind is not right. She's not focused on the right thing. She's talking about everything else. Be yourself and work and be a motivation and be what is it? Something for your son to look at and be proud of. Because all this intake you're doing, one of these days your son going to find out. And kids are not as stupid as you think they are. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, that's all. Have a good night.
Thank you, girl. Girl, that was a word right there, okay? Ooh, you welcome on my panel anytime. I love you, girl. Yes, have a good
All
night,
right.
okay?
Good night.
All right. Good night. Ooh, child. She came through. Oh, that's what Chit Chat say. Slanging and banging, honey. I love it. She's still in the chat. Shout out to Chit Chat with QT, honey, when she says slanging and banging. I love when she say that. I'll be like, yes, okay. Ooh, child. She came through there, didn't she? Yes, honey. All that she said, I agree. I agree. Anybody else want to come up? Yeah, I'm enjoying this, child. I am enjoying this. Yes, it's Uniboo is reading, honey. She is, ain't she? Yes, baby. She read down. She read down, baby. She ate and licked the plate right there. I love that. Said, say that louder for the people in the bike. Okay. Way back there. Said, come on, caller. Read, honey. Read, girl. This type of read, girl. Read, girl. Read. I love it. Okay. Yeah, it says that, well, Destiny can start back driving that mysterious, not machine van child selling them tickets, baby. Go on and get you a church van and get your money, girl. All right. Or get out there like Tisha and start delivering some food, child. Okay. Get on out there with that. What is it? What's that shit they said Tisha was doing? Delivering food out there, child. I said, ooh, get you, girl, let me find out. Somebody said Tisha pulled up with the food, child. Out there delivering food, y'all. I said, ooh, not the millionaire girl. Let me find out you out here a millionaire. Snatched by Diego said, y'all missing it. Said the fine man was Nell's son. Said he probably didn't want her to share that at that time. And she wasn't allowed yet because it was on the season cake. Oh, hey, that might be it. It might be. It might be. Y'all think that was Lance that she was talking about when she said she got a fine man? Do y'all think that? Everybody think that? Child, yeah, she said a Temu therapist. I love that. She read down. Somebody said Lance had a whole woman pregnant while she was pretending to be dating him for a child. See? It'd be the fake shit for me. Yes, child. Tisha was door dashing out there, girl. Talking about she's a millionaire out there, pulling up in that almost repo car. Talking about she was door dashing out there, taking food. But ain't nothing against. Ain't nothing against nobody out here door dashing. You gotta do what you gotta do. But it's the fake flossing for me. That's all I'm saying. You fake flossing on TV talking about you millionaires and you pulling up out here delivering food on DoorDash. I cannot. So thank you, Miss Driver, honey. Miss Driver says that I had to come out of the bushes for that read. Okay, baby. I about fell out of the chair for that read, honey. Yes, God, she came through there. Stephanie says that yes, it makes sense. Okay. Kelly yes says at Empress Radio says that I thought today said that it was her granddaughter's baby. I think that was Lance's daughter. I don't know. But thank y'all so much for coming through. Anybody else want to come up? I don't know why y'all being so shy tonight. I don't know why. Diego, you don't want to come up here and talk? Because Diego be acting all up in the chat. And I ain't trying to call you out, Diego. But I'm going to drop the link. Anybody else want to come up? Y'all are more than welcome. We're going to get a few more people and then we're going to get on out of here, okay? Because we do have a life over here, okay? Let's see. Miss Edna Horton says that so is Nell going to tell Dusty that she don't agree with a woman sending a black man to jail? You better say it, okay? Because she sure did say that. I don't agree with you sending a black man to jail. Girl, that's right. But you know that might not be her fake daughter-in-law no more. Because I don't think Lance fooling with Destiny like that no more, child. I think she done moved on to her next victim. Let's see. Did I say victim? Oh, Lord. Said, I want to come up, but I'm so scared. Girl, do not be scared. Just come up and talk. And you can cut your camera off. Just go up and talk and just say something, okay? I ain't going to bite. I promise I do not bite. I ain't going to read nobody down. None of that, girl. I'd love for y'all to come up and talk, okay? Just come on up here and talk. Click your button, girl. And I'll put you up on the thing. And just, cut your camera off if you feel a little shy. And just talk, girl. Just tell how you feel. All right? We all here for you, girl. We all family over here. Don't be shy. Said that he was coming up next, snatched by Diego. Diego, you coming up? Get up here, Diego. Let's see. There you go. What up, friend? What up, friend?
Can you hear me?
I hear you. What's up?
Oh my God. Okay, where you? See,
oh my God. How you doing?
I'm good. So I wasn't, able to get it last time because I couldn't sign in quick enough so y'all could,
Yeah.
But I hear. Yeah, so I wasn't here the entire live, but I'm getting the gist that everybody bashing Destiny because of this Labberik thing that happened. But I'm not gonna bash the lady. I mean, if that happened, it happened. But say if it did not, and she went ahead and had these accusations, that's a problem, in my opinion. I actually, remember when I was younger, witnessing, that stuff. My mom was actually, beat on when we were young, when I was young. And
Sorry to hear that.
oh, listen, and till this day, y'all would not believe it. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Let me tell y'all, that man who used to treat me like shit, because not only was I like a young gay black man, you know what I'm saying, or what you were perceived to be gay because I had different mannerisms. Mind you, I grew up in a house full of all women. I only had one little brother, you know what I'm saying? So as a man, you should have been like, you know what I'm saying, trying to help steer me in the direction that you felt like, hey, I don't think this is right for you. This probably ain't safe for you to go down this path. Maybe we should talk to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Instead of that, I was subjected to abuse by him. You know what I'm saying? Not like physical, but more of like emotional.
Wow.
So it was like I was locked out of the house when no one was around. When he was, you know, stop leaving your children in the care of your boyfriends. That is not safe for us. None
Yes.
of us. That stuff is crazy. But you know what I'm saying? My mother's gotten over all that. We've gotten over that. But listen, that stuff is crazy. I saw her get punched in the eye by this man. You know what I'm saying? I've
Wow.
been called all kinds of hurtful stuff, hurtful things. I'm not no older than 5, 6, maybe
Mm.
young. But that's not the kicker. The kicker is fast forward maybe 30, 20, 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm well, not even 30. No, no, I'm sorry. 17, 18 years. I make a friend um we became friends through another friend. Her name, her not her name, but she's basically like my best friend now. She's my sister to this day. That man is her uncle.
Wow.
Had no idea, right? But the first time I seen him in a long, long time, I almost beat the bricks out of him. But
Wow.
you know, I didn't. I held myself together, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you stronger than this. You don't gotta do this to this old man, you know what I'm saying? But I
Mm.
would have whooped him. He went back to my mom because, you know, she's on Facebook. She's forgiving
Mm-hmm.
more than I am. But he's like, I don't think your son like me. And she's like, well, what do you think? You know what I'm saying? What do you think? How do you think he's going to treat you with how you treated his mother?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Craziness. But that's a whole nother story. But anyway, stop leaving your children in the hands of these people. And also respect yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
That's all I
Period.
got to
All
say
of
about
that.
that.
All of that. Thank you, Diego.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had to let you hear my voice.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, hey chat.
Yes. Thank you, Diego. You welcome up here anytime. You know that.
Thanks. I'll drop down.
Okay. Bye. Woo, child. What's up, Miss Joyce? Just Joyce. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing great, Caramel. How are you?
I'm great, dear. How are you? How are you? How you feel? What's up?
Well, you know, I'm a little nervous because I've never been up on a live before. I just want to say hello to everyone and really just kind of give my story. And I'm kind of shaking a little bit because it's just been so triggering for me. But I was in a DV situation about 30 years ago.
Hmm.
Um, it was horrible. It was bad. The last incident that me and my ex had, he had literally put a pow pow to my head.
Hmm.
It was an old pow pow, and it did not go off because the gun jammed. I was 24 years old
Oh
when
my.
this happened. So I know for a fact, and I can only speak from my experience, I would not want to be around anyone that have DV tendencies, nothing of the sort. I'm just not going to do it at
Mm-mm.
all. It's really hard to believe her. It's hard to believe her. You know, I cannot. You know, I can't see anyone that have been a part of DV to even wanting to be around someone like a Martell at
Right.
all. At
Right.
all. So it's just hard for me because I've experienced it, you know, and I'm looking at her and seeing, I'm just not believing anything that she says. Absolutely nothing. I can't see it. And it is very triggering for people that have been DV'd.
Right.
And only by the grace of God that I'm still here. I've never talked about it. That's why my voice is kind of shaky, because I've never been up on a live before, but I just felt like that I just had to come out and speak on it.
I appreciate you doing that, because you don't know who you helping right now by doing that.
Exactly. And all I can say is faith without works is dead.
Yes, ma'am.
So for those people that have been in any kind of DV situation, you got to speak out. You have to say something. You have to say something. All this manufactured stuff that she's doing is just a bunch of bull. It's a bunch of bull, because you can feel her energy through the screen on these podcasts, everything. The lady is full of SHIT. And she really and truly is. That's all I really have to say about that. All these manufactured stuff that she's doing and that she's saying, you can feel her energy. It comes out through the TV screen.
Right.
It does. So I'm just not understanding her. Well, actually, I do understand her because she broke. So, but even with that, she just really needs to just go away, because you know what? In the end, nothing good is going to come from what she's doing. Absolutely nothing.
Period.
Absolutely nothing.
You're right.
So I just want to thank you for just allowing me, to come up and just speak on this. And I appreciate you, and I appreciate the chat and the mods. Thank you all for listening to me.
I appreciate it. Thank you for coming up and sharing your story, because I know that was not easy. So
it wasn't.
You definitely helped a lot of people. I guarantee you. There's 723 people listening to you right now. You never know how many people you touched by sharing that story. So keep telling your story, and we appreciate you coming over and being transparent. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right. Godspeed to you, dear. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you. You too.
All right. Bye bye. Ooh, honey. See how easy that was? And that was her first time. She did so good. Thank you for sharing it. All right. Anybody else want to come up? Anybody else? Said Destiny needs to go to jail. Child, she needs something. She needs something. Said that yes, it does. Destiny is a sinister spirit, Lord. Said Destiny committed a sin of omission. Yeah. That's dangerous, child. The way these, can't be calling popo on the black men out here. Can't be doing that unless you need to. Said that she does seem aggressive, and she said that she was fighting. Yeah, that part, Empress. Okay. Yes. Says it sounds like mutual combat, period. Okay. Says right, Dusty just trying to attach yourself to a cause, and we're not buying it. Hell no, we're not buying it. That's right. Thank you for sharing. Absolutely, Lisa Foster. Okay. Yes. Anybody else want to come up? I'll drop the link again. Y'all are doing so good tonight. Sharon, I love that, honey. I love that. See, a lot of stuff I didn't even know that was going on with a lot of people that watch me. So y'all just never know. Some of that stuff that y'all be talking about could be helping me too, child. Okay. Because this is therapy for me too a little bit. All right. I go to therapy too, but it's therapy when I hear about what you guys are going through and dealing with as well. So we all bounce off of each other. So don't be scared to share. And if you want to come up and cut your camera off, we can do that as well. You don't have to have your face on if you don't want to, if you don't feel comfortable. But if you want to come up and share, you are welcome to do so. I just dropped the link again. Says, congratulations, Lady Rail. Says that I know you. I know exactly what you're saying, dear. I don't believe a thing that it says overcomer. Shout out to you, Sheila Rum. Thanks for your comment, ma'am. Okay. Stephanie says that she's evil, controlled by evil spirit, demonic behavior. I know that shit right. Scorpion Miss, what up?
Hey, Caramel. How are you?
Hey, what up, girl?
Happy MLK Day.
Yes, same to you. How are you?
I am wonderful.
What's on your mind?
I had to come up. I was just listening, all evening, and I have to say, as a DV survivor myself, I cannot connect with this girl. I cannot connect with her on any level because I don't get truth from her at all. There's nothing truthful in anything that she has to say.
Right.
The way she switched up on Melody, there was a scene where she was talking to Martell in the kitchen somewhere. They always in the kitchen somewhere, cooking up some mess.
Right. Right.
They were talking, and he was like complaining about Melody, and Melody had, chewed his ass up and handed it back to him.
Mm-hmm.
So he was crying and complaining to Destiny, and Destiny was agreeing with what Mel had said. So I'm wondering what happened between that time and when we saw her, at her, where they were recognizing her, where she was being recognized and given an award or whatever, what happened between that time when she was standing up for Melody against Martell to completely turning her back on him? I mean, on Melody, and siding with that devil. Somebody make it make sense. That's why I hold real steadfast to the fact that something very intimate happened between the two of them, because that was the energy that it was given off, and I'm stuck by that. And this is why she's so angry. This is why she's put herself almost in the same position as wife with with Hookhead, because the way she fights for him, the way she advocates for him, it's like they're in a whole affair right in front of our faces.
Period.
And nobody's calling it out. So she's done too many devious things for me to believe that she is a domestic abuse survivor. I'm sorry. I do not. And I'm going to stand on that.
I know that's right. Somebody said I believe she's bipolar. Could be, child. You never know.
Oh, she's something. I think she's evil and sadistic and manipulative. I also think she's narcissistic, and I am not a psychiatrist, no, but I'm just calling it like I see it.
Yeah, I agree.
She has some serious deep psychosis going on, and it shows sometimes. When she's talked about she was 5 different personalities going on, I was like, what?
Yeah, she did say that.
So why people act like this woman is a stable-minded human being? Every time she opens her mouth, she's lying. I believe she's lying about this whole thing. It's just mighty convenient that all of a sudden, she's supposed to pay LaBerick that $20,000. Now you got the man locked up.
Yo.
Come on now. But that's all I had to say.
I appreciate you coming up. Thank you so much for your transparency as well, ma'am. And thank you for modding for me, because you be doing a good job too.
Thank you, Carmel. I do my best.
I appreciate it. I do.
All right. Have a good evening.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. How you doing, Miss Doris Leak?
Hey, Carmel.
Hi.
What is going on? How are you? Congratulations on 17K.
Thank you. I'm well. Just sitting here listening to you guys.
I love your commentary. I've been watching you for a while. Destiny. Counterfeit is the first thing to come to mind. She is so ratchet and gutter, and I don't know if I believe the domestic violence thing. I want to, as a woman, woman first. But the way she's been portrayed on Love and Marriage Huntsville, the things that she do, how is it that she can say domestic violence when you hang around a hotel? And the things that you do, like, couldn't Sonny press charges on her for harassing communications? The way she been harassing Sonny and Moses, I think she just needs to do better with her life. Because right now she has none, and it's showing. She has she has nothing, and it's showing. Like she tries to pinpoint her life on everybody. It's like she wants to be Mel so bad. Everything Mel do, she wants to ping off of her. She just, I can't. I feel for her son though.
Yeah.
And people that deal with domestic violence, I actually was in a domestic violence relationship, but it wasn't physical.
Okay.
It was mental. The mental is worse than the physical. My husband was dealing with mental disease before he passed away, and it was bad. It was really, really bad. Like for 15 years, it was bad. And I don't know why she would want to pin that on herself. When you deal with a domestic violence situation and you have to live through some of the things that we, us women, live through, going through it, why would you want to add yourself to that? Um, I just don't think that she should. If it's not happening to you, don't claim it, because once it happens, it's so bad. You really need therapy to actually get through some of the stuff that you have to, like. My husband was so mental. He used to be up in the middle of the night, and one night it was like 3:30 in the morning. I got to use the bathroom, and I'm on oxygen. And he was in the corner behind the door with, what is this thing right here by my bed? A machete. And he wouldn't let me out the door.
Wow.
And I said, I got to use the bathroom. What are you doing? He said, the devil is trying to come into the room. And I'm trying to save you from Jen. And you can't go out there.
Oh, wow.
That's some scary stuff, to have to live with a person who's been, and I see some of that in Martell. Wait a minute. Let me retract. I shouldn't have said that. But I see some of the things that I went through with Hotel, and it's scary. And if you don't have to live that life, don't claim it. It's bad. And if that man didn't do that to you, don't put him through that. And I think I'm going to drop down because everything is coming back up again.
I see.
But
I hear you.
I thank you for giving me the opportunity to come up and speak to you. And I really, really love your commentary, and I wish you well, and I will continue watching. And I want to say hello to everyone that's on in your show.
Thank you so much for stopping by and being transparent as well. I know that was not easy. I heard you kind of breaking up at the end, but we're here. We're supporting you. Thank you so much for doing that, because you didn't have to do that. So your story definitely helped somebody else, because somebody else is definitely dealing with what you're dealing with as well. So thank you for sharing that. And we'll be praying for you that you kind of get through that and that you'll be okay. All right.
It's most definitely hard, but I'm praying through it and counseling through it. And thank you so much.
All right. Well, we appreciate it. And we got much love for you. Thank you so much for supporting my channel as well. Okay.
Oh, I will continue doing that. I just love you so much.
I appreciate it. Love you back. Love you back. Thank you.
Hey, you have a good evening on purpose.
You too. You too. Thank you.
See ya.
All right. Bye-bye. Ooh, child. She was transparent too. I love that. I love that. Anybody else want to come up? I dropped the link again. I saw somebody else said they want to come up. Who said they want to come up? I don't want to call nobody out. Y'all don't be shy. Come up. Just hit the link, honey. You can cut your camera off if you want to share. Joyce Pick says that Destiny is doing this to get out of LB paying the $20K a month in court. Says another attempt to break him down. I feel sorry for Law. Yeah. I think that she focused more attention on him, his behavior be a little bit better, because like I said, he does not act that way when he's with Labberik. But yeah, says that Shirley Allen Woodard says that that's real talk. I understand what she's saying about what DV survivors have experienced. I remember when my children's father told me he was the devil's son. Oof, Lord, that's crazy. That's crazy, child. Not the devil's son. Shout out to Empress Radio. Thanks for coming by. I think she said she had to drop down. Thanks for coming by, Empress. My, that's a lot. That's a lot. Said that Dusty said that she was 5 different. Yeah, she did. I played it right on my channel when she said she had 5 different personalities, and baby, she was named. I was just like, wait, what? That might explain what's going on here. But she did say she had 5 different personalities, but couldn't name but 3. Says, but the other 2 must be delusional. Not delusional times 2. Who y'all reading down in the chat today, child? Shout out to the 702 watching. Says it LaShawn L. What you mean by, oh, that's y'all. Let me get out y'all business, child. That's Tyra over there talking to somebody. Yeah, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. Let's see. Miss Jen says that LB might need to get security because what she was saying that she had to get a pow because LB says that she might be planning on making up a story to lead to use the pow. Well, originally the reason she got the pow, if you guys go back and watch her interview, she was talking about, I think she said it on Messy Monday or something like that. Anyway, originally she got the pow because of blogger AL coming in her house whenever Chris Fletcher was trying to sell the house and had an open house. When blogger AL came in there and he was videoing live, he went live and he was showing all over the house, and he opened the closet and showed like where she had her how can I say this for YouTube's sake? Kidney tickler. I call it the kidney tickler. If y'all can read in between the lines, it was, one of those, and it was in the closet. And when he opened the closet, everybody saw it. But anyway, so she was upset, and she said she felt violated. She felt like people were in her house and that somebody was stalking her and all this. So she felt violated. So she says Martell came and got her and took her to go get a pow and showed her how to use it. So I was just like, but then she said in another time that she, I think that she had to get a pow because of DV situations in her. I was just like, girl, you lost me, because you originally said that you got it because of blogger AL, a blogger. First she said the blogger, but we already know who it was because that's the only blogger that we know of that came in her house. But crazy. Says the dad and camera, I'm on replay. Yes, replay your addition to tea, trying to keep these videos up. Yes, honey. I'm trying to drop as much tea as I can, child. I'm trying to give y'all more of my time. Says that I hope LB still has the restraining order against Destiny now that she's admitting to having a pow. You might want to get reinstated if it's gone, child, because ciao. Says, but Jen has originally said that she got the pow because, content creator. You're right about that. You're right. Says that Brenda Gill, was it Gilliard? Says that it does sound like LB could be getting set up. Said that I would never exchange a child except at the police station and look into moving away from her. Well, it's kind of harder for him to move away because of his businesses. He does work for Boeing there in that area, and he also has his barbecue business, which is doing very well. What else? Of course, he's retired military, so he does get those military benefits as well. And plus, his family is there to help him in terms of co-parenting and watching his son as well. So it's going to be hard for him to just move because he'll be moving away from his village, so to speak, that helps him with his son when it's his turn to watch as well. But it's unfortunate, child. Y'all put kidney tickler. Y'all are crazy. That's the name I had to give it because y'all know, child, YouTube be tripping. But that's all I have, you guys. I appreciate everybody coming up and sharing your stories. I really appreciate it. We'll check back in with you guys tomorrow. What is it? Almost 7. We'll check back with you guys tomorrow unless something crazy happens between now and then, some real hot tea, and I got to come on here and burn y'all tongue again like I did last night. I was up till 12 last night giving you guys the hot tea. So unless something else comes up, child, I'll see y'all tomorrow, okay? Thank you. I see you, Snatch by Diego. Thanks for coming up and sharing your story as well. I really, really appreciate it, okay? Thank you to my to my mods, Belle Wilson, Tyra, KVR, and Scorpion Miss. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Snatch by Diego, for stopping by. Thank you, Chit Chat with QT. Thank you, Empress Radio, for stopping by. Truth TV Podcast, Purple Unicorn, Aries Girl Podcast, Deary Talk Show, Miss Hills Atlanta, Boss Lady Bryn, Girlfriend Chronicles of Kim K, and Love Seen Heard. All right. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate y'all. And for everybody that came up on the panel to share your stories, I appreciate you all for being here and sharing your stories and your opinions as well. Okay. If there's nothing else, child, I will see you guys tomorrow, or unless something else happens, let's get y'all some crunk music, and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Happy Monday. Happy Martin Luther King Day to you all. Please do not forget the dream, honey. We are our brother's keepers, and love you all down, and bye.